Welcome to the Magic City, the football capital of the South, Birmingham, Alabama, home to the UAB Blazers, and the fans here have been eagerly anticipating this clash. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, a squad looking to put on a show, taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Blazers offense will get the first possession of the game. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Blazers come to the line in the hurry-up. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the offense. The give to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Blazers are on the move. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Blazers have pushed it inside the 20. Out of the gun, the inside give.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Blazers.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, being able to make in the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Bowers. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jeff? He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Using the quick game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Tempo in overdrive. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Shoots his way for more. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Power football with the run. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll give it to the back. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The give to the tailback. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening...
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust...
Get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. He scooped it, and he scored with it. Took the fumble all the way back for a touchdown. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
Looking for blockers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Blazers line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. To the air, it's Bowers. Ball in the air, intercepted. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Off play action. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
To the air, it's Bowers. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wide out in motion. They'll try the run. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. With the catch, it's Gray. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Bowers. Deep shot for the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision here.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Blazers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Back to throw, it's Bowers. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too.
Slams into the end zone for a touchdown. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The inside handoff. Danced his way through traffic. Pickup for 4 to the 19. The Blazers in the hurry up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Nickel. He's loose down the left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from this.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Bringing it back, it's Gray. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The lone back's got it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The give to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Looking to throw, it's Bowers. Quick strike complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Leaves it with the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have, and man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing